Hey guys, I'm just doing a simple reaction video to the 2021 ACM Award nominees. This is the full list. I'm not going to be really editing this. This is just a live reaction I put up early. So it should be like at least around 10 in the morning when this goes up. So let's just get started. Actually, you know what? Before we do, I just want to address the last ACM Awards, which I think were just hot garbage. I think it was really stupid. There was two Entertainer of the Years. I hope they don't do that again. A lot of the ACM Awards was just really bad. They really just pandered to popularity. They didn't go for what make country music country music. It was just more of generic pop awards. And I just hope they just turn that around this year or in the following years. Because there was a lot of good stuff that came out in 2020, and I hope they address it this year. Entertainer of the Year: Luke Bryan, Eric Church, Luke Combs, Thomas Rhett, Chris Stapleton. So yeah, obviously I'm not shocked at these nominees. I think I was maybe one person off in my prediction on my Instagram story. I think I put Miranda Lambert where Luke Bryan is, but yeah, I had everybody else in the nominees list. Luke Combs, I think, is going to take this one. Eric Church, as much as I love him, I don't think he did that much this year. Chris Stapleton could win it, who knows, but I think it's going to Luke Combs. This is his year. He's done a lot. Like his album's been huge over the last 2 years now. I think he should win it. It's been a little while coming. Female Artist of the Year: Kelsey Ballerini, Miranda Lambert, Ashley McBryde, Maren Morris, and Carly Pearce. Wow, I'm actually shocked they nominated Carly Pearce. I thought they were just going to do Casey Musgraves like they did last year. Because a lot of the female and male artists, they repeat themselves over the coming years based off who's popular. So, yeah, Maren Morris is probably my least favorite of the nominees. She put out some really good stuff over the year, but I don't know. It's just I just got annoyed after The Bones. It was just a really annoying song. I kept hearing it over and over. The remix she did with Hozier was just not good. I'm shocked to see Carly Pearce this early in her career. Usually it takes a little while for people to be nominated that fast, but it's good. I hope you're happy now. It was a great single. I'm loving her new 29 EP. And it's just a vast improvement over her last self-titled record, which came out a few months earlier, I believe. I'm not saying she deserves it. I think that she should absolutely go to Ashley McBryde. I think her record is amazing. She's done a lot of good stuff over the past year, and I just really hope she wins it. Miranda Lambert, I could see her winning it. Bluebird was a massive hit. I loved her song The Champion, which was, I think, my opinion, is on the level of The House That Built Me. I think you guys should check that out. Kelsey Ballerini is probably my second favorite of the nominees. I really enjoyed her third album after two mediocre records. Her self-titled record is just a shock to the system in terms of quality. I loved her acoustic remaster of it. I would be shocked if she wins, but I'll be clapping if she does. Male Artist of the Year: Dierks Bentley, Eric Church, Luke Combs, Thomas Rhett, Chris Stapleton. I'm kind of shocked to see Dierks Bentley here. I'm pretty sure I know why he's here. It's not because of his little side project, the Hot Country Nights. I think this is where that was Morgan Wallen's slot, and they just put him in the last minute. But everyone else makes sense except for Thomas Rhett. He's basically done nothing this year. I don't know why he's nominated. His singles didn't do that great. Like they did fine, but like Thomas Rhett did nothing this year. The only thing he did was that really boring song "Be a Light," which did anybody really listen to that? I didn't. I don't know anyone that did. Eric Church, he just got off winning the Entertainer of the Year for the CMA Awards, so I could see him winning it. But I think this is going to go to either Luke Combs or Chris Stapleton. They've done a lot this year. Chris Stapleton especially. I would rather just go to Chris Stapleton. His record was really amazing. I hope he wins it. Duo of the Year: Brooks and Dunn, Brothers Osborne, Dan and Shay, Florida Georgia Line, and Maddie and Tay. I know why Brooks and Dunn's nominated. They just needed to fill up 5 slots for duos. Usually there's just only 3. Used to be just Florida Georgia Line, Brothers Osborne, and Dan and Shay. Personally, I'd say obviously it's going to Dan and Shay. I think everyone knows this is going to Dan and Shay. I'll be shocked if it doesn't. Personally, I would rather go to either Maddie and Tay or Brothers Osborne. Both put out really good records this year or last year. Personally, I prefer Brothers Osborne over them, but I think because of how huge "Die from a Broken Heart," which I'm pretty sure is gonna be on this list later on, it was just really big. I don't. Oh man, I'm stuttering a lot. But I think they have a slight edge over Brothers Osborne. So if I had to pick someone to prefer, I'd probably say Maddie and Tay. But I know Dan and Shay is gonna win this. Group of the Year. I'm hoping the Dixie Chicks get nominated after like years of silence. So Lady Antebellum, not a surprise. Little Big Town, Old Dominion, the Cadillacs 3. Are you kidding me? The Highwomen. Okay, this gets me frustrated. So just to clarify, this is gonna be a little Morgan Wallen thing. Look, I don't have a problem with them castigating Morgan Wallen. I really don't. But they're being hypocrites. They're going to hold the same. Like, you have to hold the same standard for everybody. If you're going to castigate him, then put the Dixie Chicks back. They put out a great record this year, and you're going to nominate the Cadillac 3. They're not even a country group. They are a rock group. I'm pretty sure if I look up the Cadillac 3 right now, it says rock group under them. Yeah, look, rock band. See what I mean? It's ridiculous that they're still going to nominate all these other guys, but they won't nominate the Dixie Chicks. Yet you want to castigate Morgan Wallen, which, need to remind you, I don't have a problem with. But it's ridiculous how far they'll go to just ignore them after all these years. It's hypocritical, and it's a shame. It's a shame, and I'm mad at the ACM for doing that. Based on who I think is going to win, I'd probably say Old Dominion. One I'd want to win out of these 5 would be the Highwomen. I think they put out a phenomenal record, but they haven't done much of anything this year. That's my take. New Female Artist of the Year: Ingrid Andress, Tennille Arts, Gabby Barrett, Mickey Guyton, Kaylee Hammack. I can't say much on Mickey Guyton. I've never listened to her music, so I can't say whether she deserves it or not. Kaylee Hammack has a phenomenal voice, but she does a lot of pop stuff, which is kind of annoying. Gabby Barrett, she's going to win this award. I think everybody knows she's going to win this award. Her song, I Hope, as garbage as it is, it was huge. Everybody loved it. I'm guessing I'm the only one that doesn't see that. But yeah, this is going to Gabby Barrett. Tennille Arts is a really good one. Ingrid Andress is my pick to win. I want her to win a lot. She's done a lot over the year. More Hearts Than Mine hit number 1, which is great. I hope she takes it, but I know it's going to Gabby Barrett. New Male Artist: Jimmy Allen, Travis Denning, Hardy, Cody Johnson, Parker McCollum. Yeah, once again, I'm pretty sure Morgan Wallen was going to be in the Travis Denning spot, but isn't. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So yeah, Jimmy Allen is whatever. I think he does really, I don't know how to say, really vanilla music for like really, really casual listeners. Travis Dennings is a pretty decent choice. After a Few is pretty fun. Hardy, I think this should go to Hardy. He's put out an amazing album this year, or last year. I keep saying that. Cody Johnson is great as usual, but he didn't do anything in 2020. His big year was 2019. I see this award going to Parker McCollum. I think Pretty Heart, which went number 1 this year, is going to be what puts him over the top over everybody else. It'll be the first new guy from Texas in I don't even know how long. But it'll be. I'm fine with Parker McCollum winning. I'd rather see Hardy, but it's good. Album of the Year. Okay. Oh wow. Looks like Never Will's nominated, which is great. Born Here, Live Here, Die Here. Luke Bryan. Wow. I'm shocked. And before anyone says, Luke Bryan's nominated, I actually think this is a good album. I say this is a 10-track record. I say 3 of the songs are bad, the rest are really good, which is shocking from Luke Bryan. It might honestly be his best album, or at least his best album in years. I think it's there's a couple albums I would put above it, like I'm pretty sure they're on the list, but Ballerini by Kelsey Ballerini, I would put what's it called, Wild Word by Kip Moore over this. Actually, no, I'd actually prefer Luke Bryan's album over that one. What's the name of that one? Sunday Drive by Brett Eldredge, I would put above it. But I think it's pretty decent, well deserved. It's his first good album in years, so I think it's justifiable. What's next? Oh my god, are you kidding me? This isn't even an album. This is an EP. It's like what, 5 songs long? Oh my god! And there's only one good song on it, which was BFE. The rest, literally, he didn't even push a lot of the songs to country. He pushed them to pop with like Khalid. Like, are you serious? Come on, why? There was so many albums you could have put over this. You could have put the deluxe version of Kane Brown's record. You could have put Heartache Medication over this one. Like it's just terrible. That's a bad nominee. I think the rest of them are just gonna be bad. Never Will, Ashley McBryde. Yeah, that's gonna be really good. That's my favorite record. That's my pick to win. And I'm pretty sure Starting Over is gonna be next. This is my pick to win. This is my favorite mainstream album of 2020. It has a lot of great attributes. I think it deserves it. Skeletons, Brothers Osborne. This is interesting. I didn't expect that. I think it's a good nominee choice. I personally love their last album, Port St. Joe. I think it's one of my 10 all-time favorites, but Skeletons was a major downgrade, but I'd still consider it really good, considering it's mostly appealing to mainstream, but I think it's a well-deserved award. I wouldn't have a problem with them winning it, but obviously I'm still rooting for Ashley McBryde. Then, of course, Starting Over by Chris Stapleton. I think that's what's going to win this award. Whenever Chris Stapleton had an Album of the Year nomination, usually it goes to him, with the only exception being, I believe it was Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. I can't remember that properly, but I'm pretty sure that won over it. But yeah, I think this is going to Chris Stapleton. This is probably the most important out of any of them. I don't really see Entertainer of the Year as big anymore. It's just gotten lazy over the years. Keith Urban won it for no reason. Garth Brooks won it for no reason. There was a tie. It's just a dumb award now, and I don't think it deserves any speciality or merit anymore. Single of the Year, Bluebird by Miranda Lambert. Yeah. There's a lot of love for this a song. I don't really see it. I think the writing's good. I just don't like the production value on it, but I could see it winning. I would be fine with it winning over I Hope, which you can clearly see in that little corner over there. But yeah, I don't got a problem with that one. Yeah, there you go. I Hope. I do not like this song. I think I've been very vocal on the internet with how much I despise this song. I think it's a ripoff of Before She Cheats. I think it's way too bombastic. This production is all over the place, and it's just a waste of Gabby Barrett's talent. She has a phenomenal voice, but she keeps trying to be R&B. She keeps trying to be Carrie Underwood, and it's just a mess. I hope she gets better, because I know she can definitely do better. Her potential is off the charts. I hope she can do better than that. I Hope You're Happy Now, Carly Pearson and Lee Brice. This is probably my favorite out of all of these so far. I think the sound is great. The vocal performances are amazing. The writing is great. The dual perspective of this song is great. There's a lot of bitterness and sincerity. It's just... I did not expect Carly Pearson and Lee Brice to pull it off. I didn't expect Lee Brice to pull it off, because he's been doing a lot of generic crap over the years. So far, I hope it wins. More Hearts... never mind. More Hearts Than Mine. Yeah, this is really good. I think this is good. This is my favorite out of all of them now. Ingrid Andress just knocked it out of the park. I think this song is amazingly produced. I think it's extremely well written. I hope this wins. Yeah, I expected that. The Bones by Maren Morris. That song sucked. It's just very generic. I think it's decently produced, but the writing makes no sense. It's very vague. The production is very stagnant. I mean, not the production, the vocal performance on it is very stagnant. I'm not a fan of it. I hope it's probably going to win. I think I would rather it go to I Hope You're Happy Now or More Hearts Than Mine, but what are you going to do? Song of the Year, Bluebird. Yeah, writing wise, I get the appeal for Bluebird. I get it. But yeah, I don't want to see it win. One Night Standards. Holy crap! I didn't expect that to be nominated. Wow, that's a really good song. I think it's really well written and clever. Ashley, vocal performance is amazing. I hope this one wins. Some people do. Old Dominion. This is a song that just keeps disguising itself as this intellectual masterpiece. I think it's very repetitive, given the songwriters you have on it, like Thomas Rhett and Shane McAnally, who don't do much of anything, to be honest. But I think this might win because everyone just weeps over this song. I don't get it. Starting Over by Chris Stapleton. That's really good. It's fun. It's pretty clever. The vocal performance is great. Sound-wise, it's probably the best out of the four right now. I could see this one winning, but I would prefer One Night Standards. And the Bones, of course, yeah. The Bones, writing wise, like I said before, it's just an incredibly vague song. There's not much of anything to it. I'm honestly shocked. This was the big hit off her album Girl. I didn't expect it to be, but I don't get the appeal for it, and I think this is gonna win. I hope it doesn't. We'll see. Video of the year. Better Than We Found It, Maren Morris. That's an interesting one. Like, it's hard to judge video of the year because if song wise, Better Than We Found It is amazing. I think the lyrics are extremely well written. The vocal and instrumental performance is off the charts. But in terms of video, I've seen the video. It's just a lot of panning over images. I don't think it's any really special. So I could see it winning. They're going to go for a more progressive win. Then I could see that winning. Bluebird is whatever. I think there's some interesting stuff going on throughout it, but I don't really get the appeal of the video or the song itself. I think it'll win. Gone by Dierks Bentley. I've never listened to this song, nor have I seen the video. I've seen little clips. It looks pretty funny, but I don't think that's award-worthy material. Once again, I think they just stuck this in for Morgan Wallen. Who knows what video they put in? Probably more than My Hometown, I bet. Hallelujah. Oh, are you telling me they put a Christmas song up for video of the year? Did not any music videos come out this year? Are you serious? It's literally just looks like an acoustic performance of that song. This category is just meaningless. None of these nominees are good. Yeah, this just proves my point. Worldwide Beautiful, not a good song, not a good video. If I had to pick a winner out of this that I want to win, it would be Bluebird, but these are all just not good videos. So I don't know. Music Event of the Year. BLI, Thomas Rhett with the whoever they are, I don't care. I hate that song. I think it's very generic. I think the intentions are good, but the execution is terrible. And like, this is basically the modern version of Female by Keith Urban, who, what do you know, he's listed on this song. Does to Me, Luke Combs featuring Eric Church. Amazing song. I think there's a lot of specificity in that one. The vocal performance for Luke Combs is off the charts. It's probably his second best vocally. Eric Church, I think, is criminally underused in it, but it's a great song nonetheless. I Hope You're Happy Now, Carly Pearce, Lee Brice, I think is slightly better than Does to Me. There's a lot of great stuff about it. I hope it wins. Get it? I hope. Nobody But You, Blake Shelton featuring Gwen Stefani. Yeah, I hate that song. That one's going to win, no doubt. It was for some reason huge. I was disappointed with Blake Shelton. This is how you follow up God's Country, really? You followed up with generic pop. I'm sorry, but that's just disappointing. One Beer. I'm kind of shocked to see that here. I'm happy. It's a great story, great progression. I think it's a pretty decent blend between regular pop and regular country. I think it's really good. Wait, there's a sixth one? Oh my god, why did it have to be Keith Urban? Oh my god, this song vocally butchers both of them in the production department. It's so bad. I would rather it been One Too Many by Luke Combs and Brooks and Dunn. This song just sucks. I don't see it winning. I think it's going to Nobody But You. Songwriter of the Year. I don't know that a lot of these guys that well. I think Hardy is the best songwriter out of all of them. I think that he deserves it. But I don't have any much to say on that one. I don't pay attention that much. Oh, that's it. Overall, yeah, the nominees are fine. They do this thing what I call the 3 out of 5 rule, where 3 out of the nominees are just really good praised stuff, and the rest of the 2 are just like the most popular albums, which generally aren't good. That applies to a lot of these. Like, I like One Beer, I like Does to Me, I like I Hope You're Happy Now. That's 3 out of 5, or 3 out of 6, but still. What's another one? I like Bluebird to a degree. I like One Night Standards, and I like Starting Over. 3 out of the 5, same thing. You get my point. As to addressing Morgan Wallen, to all the people who are mad that he's not getting nominated, I'm going to level with you. Chances are he was not going to be nominated for the big stuff. He was not going to be nominated for Album of the Year. He was not going to be nominated for Entertainer of the Year. Definitely not. He was not going to be nominated for Song of the Year. I'm just telling you right now, he was not going to be nominated for any of that. Mostly because the ACM Awards, they reflect the past year of country music. They do not reflect the current. So, and Dangerous came out in January. You cannot. It was already ineligible to be nominated at that point. Entertainer of the Year, there was no way he was winning that. I'm sorry. The numbers he had in 2020 just did not compare to Luke Combs or even Chris Stapleton at that point. Single wise, I think he would have lost to The Bones or I Hope or even a Luke Combs song. I think it wouldn't have been nominated. He would have been nominated for Male Artist, I think, most likely. That's why Dierks Bentley's there for some odd reason. But even then, I don't think he would have won it. I think it would have just went to Chris Stapleton or Luke Combs in the end, regardless. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Morgan Wallen. I'm still mad that the Dixie Chicks aren't nominated, yet they still want to keep saying they're progressive and just banning Morgan Wallen. And to clarify, I don't have a problem with that, banning Morgan Wallen. I don't. I mean, I'm running out of words to say, but those are my 2 cents on the whole Morgan Wallen thing. I think these ACM nominees are decent, and I'll check with you guys later. See you around.